What's up again, you guys? Take my brow is showing a little bit. This is part two from the first video, my situationship. What I have learned, and I want to say this, that I've learned a lot through this past year, and a lot of the things is the reason I was part of that reason why men do the things they do. Meaning I was one of those females who don't tell the dude like, yo, you don't do this, you gotta go. Like, I was part of the problem. And I had one of my friends even tell me, like, Sade, you're not like that. Like, yo, snap out of it. What's going on with you? But I'm one of the females that accepted that. That's why there's dudes out there that treat females the way that they treat me. Obviously, there was a girl before me that accepted it, and now he just keeps going. I feel like he's getting higher and higher with that. But I'm proud of myself because I just cut it off with no warning, no nothing, and I'm okay with it. And that I just want to know, I did tell my story, and yeah, it was pretty messed up, but not saying like I'm blaming myself, but it was part of my fault because I allowed it to keep happening. Like, I accepted the fact that he probably was most likely sleeping with other people, and me knowing that, I accepted it. I accepted the fact that my name was Sexy Legs on his phone, and then a couple weeks later it says my last name. It's stuff like that I was supposed to, set that tone. And I didn't because I was afraid of losing him. But I was afraid of losing almost just the togetherness. I don't want to call it a togetherness. Just the feeling of having somebody that you could talk to all the time. That's what I think I was feeling for the most. And, but I accepted things. And, that's why people like me now and people who's been like me before is having a problem finding that right guy, because there's so many guys out there where, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's where females like the old me would just allow it. We would complain about it, but we would still allow it. If a guy tells you you ain't shit and you accept that, then you're not fixing the problem. If a guy tells you that certain things, like the things you wear, and these shoes aren't no good because you got them from this place, and just basically trying to reset your mind. That's what he did to me. I allowed it, and this is the point in my life where I'm fixing it. Kind of sucks that it's so late, but I'm fixing it. And I just want to say my situation was fucked up, but I had a lot to do with it being fucked up. It's almost like because I allowed it, not making it okay for him to do and talk to me and treat me the way that he did. But he did. So it's over and done with. It's gone. Now it's just moving forward or whatever. But I just wanted to voice that out there, that yeah, there are messed up men out there, but there are females who allow it. So it's almost like you allow it so much, it's like you're not fixing the problem, you're not reprimanding the problem. What I was supposed to do is cut it off, move on, tell him about himself, and see what he does. Quick little thing I didn't bring up. What the main thing that got us to cutting off, you have had to listen to the first one to listen to this one, but the main reason I cut him off is because he basically told me that I've been messing with more guys. I forgot exactly what the thing was about. I was just basically making a joke. There was some truth to it, but I was making a statement that you know, he's only talking to me because it's later at night and he's trying to keep me up because he drove trucks. And he turned around and said, you know, I don't have that much friends. You got more friends and dudes that you talk to in the past. I have, basically, he said something about, I don't remember the exact words, but he slept with less people than I slept in. He slept with less people in his life than I slept with in a year. So he was implying that I was sleeping with a lot of people, and that wasn't his first time saying it. And the first time I told him it was disrespectful, and I hung up the phone. And I asked him if he's going to apologize. He never apologized. For one, if a man does something wrong and, you know, he is wrong and he's not apologizing for it, and then you bring it to his attention and he's not apologizing for it, that should kind of seal the deal for you and kind of just cut it loose. And I accepted that. After he told me that he's not going to apologize, I was like, okay. And I just left it as that. But I still left the communication door open. He was still able to call me. He was still able to text me. And it was just like a continuing situation. It's like a circle. Like it was a wheel. It just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. Basically, and God was telling me like, yo, it's not going to stop till you stop. It's not going to stop till you stop. And I had to get it. Like it's either I stop it or, you know, he just keeps going. So it was just reversing the cycle. It was just doing it over and over again. And then, you know, this time he did it. I told him he was being disrespectful. I hung up the phone. And he sent me a text. Basically, I forgot exactly what it said, but at the end of it, he said that I was stuck up because of that, because I stepped out and said, you know, once again, it was being disrespectful. And so I sent him a text and I told him I'd rather be lonely than talk to somebody who's going to constantly disrespect me. And I never said nothing to him after that. And a couple days ago, he called my phone. I didn't block it. He called it, but then he hung up after a couple rings. I didn't answer. And the reason I did it is because now I'm at peace with myself, and his phone number on my screen is not going to make me answer. And the reason I left it too is because I want to remember him. I want to remember that fuck up in my life, that I have that to go back to. It's like a reminder. You know, some people are like, why didn't you just block and delete the number? Because I'm past that. It's almost like somebody smoking a cigarette and you could put the cigarette down right next to them, or somebody who's an alcoholic and you could put it right down next to them and it could just be there like nothing. That's how I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to be where I had to block him and I had to do this and I had to do that. I just talked to God, and God just got me through it, and now we good. You know, I've been had God, but I was not so much asking God to guide me throughout the relationship, the situationship, and I wasn't really asking. I was kind of telling him, like, if we had an argument, God, please fix this, you know. I know I could do better. I'm going to change my attitude, and God wasn't trying to hear that. Because first of all, I never came to him and talked to him about nothing and asked for his blessing and asked for his guidance. I didn't do none of that. That's exactly why. Because I felt like if I had spoke to God already, he would have gave me that hint that this is not it. So I'm going to end it with saying, love yourself. Females especially. Love yourself. Love who you are. Love how you are. And if the person doesn't like it, oh well. Everybody's not meant to like you. God loves you. If you have kids, they love you, okay? A child's love is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's unlimited. But love yourself. Love God. Put God first. Talk to God about everything. Ask for his guidance with everything. And if I have anything else to talk about, I will come back and talk. As you guys can see, I'm in the process. I dyed my hair. I have a really low cut. I'm going to try to do waves or whatever. I couldn't find a do-rag in my community, so I had one, but I don't know what happened to it, so I'm just going to have to order it online and then start from there. But I'm trying to get me a setup. I'm in my room right now and I'm holding the phone, and it's really not that comfortable. But I just wanted to make the end of this, you know, video or whatever. And my son, what do you call it? I got my son to try coffee. He was at Walmart. He's like, Mommy, can I please try coffee? And I'm like, I don't know. You might not like it. You know, kids. No, Mom, I think I will. And he told me exactly what to get, the iced vanilla coffee or whatever, and with a little bit of sugar. And I did just that. And I even mixed it for him. He almost spit it out in my truck. Almost, because it didn't happen. But, yeah. And let me tell you guys before I, these are bomb. I'm not getting regular Lay's potato chips no more. Poppers, Poppables, Poppables. They're good. They're really, really good. But anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening. I will see you guys again soon. Okay?